everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This is brought in at the 21. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bengals take possession. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and 4.
As a general rule, receiver the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this from 46. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And the Ravens taking the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we... Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Come on, let's get round. Let's round. Ohio.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green! Gun! 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 Set! Blue landing! Blue landing!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go now!
Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Taken in at the 11th. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. White, 9. Let's go. White, 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They come out here in the I. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll run it here. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get some.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Backing up, going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of there where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 19. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll look to throw here, and that is incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Here we go. Red 38. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Deep drop. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Flex round.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance. And they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
And here we go on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
Flex round. Come on, flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it with Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Come on, let's go. 190.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll set up a throw. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll give the Bengals a first down. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
53's the mic. 53, check 53.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. And he comes back with 1 complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage. So you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. They'll set up a throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
They'll send Landry in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down here. About the 40.
Shut down, shut down. Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Detroit! Hurry up, let's go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Let's go,
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And to give this time to the tailback. And a cutback right sideline. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets into the 11. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.